Yes. I'm just kind of looking at the email that I posted on YouTube. From the library, the agreement is that I would only email those in local law enforcement, and I wanted to make sure that you got the email because my emails have been obstructed quite often. The concept of judicial process. Oh. Now, I did title it that I'm going to sue you for the rest of your lives. Somebody thought that I couldn't do that. Um, I was looking in American law. Yes. And consider tort law. Okay. When asked for the elements of a cause of action in tort, every lawyer, it says every lawyer, that would be every attorney, will answer duty, breach of duty, causation, and injury. Yes. Now, this must be something they teach in law schools about tort law. Yes. There's what's known as the elements of a cause of action known as tort lawsuits. You have a duty to enforce the laws. Then there's the breach of the duty because of your refusal to enforce the laws. There's the causation of why it is that you breached your duty. Yes. And then it's the injury that I've suffered. Yes. Now, I know that you just will not do what the law says. And I was able to print off the actual email without the screen prints. And I sent you emails and I documented crimes. And for some reason, you seem to think that this is judicial process. And we're going to talk about what is judicial process and what is not. Oh, now I emailed all the email addresses of the Port Angeles Police Department. You know this RCW? Yeah, it's an actual law. And I told you that I want my family today, and you continued to ignore the actual laws. Now, it is your obligation, right, that when provided the evidence that my rights are being violated, the laws are not being enforced, and I'm being deprived of my sons, yes, that the RCW 9.12.010 has to be enforced, yeah. Now, I told every corrupt cop and all the sheriffs, every one of you, I actually will sue you for what is civil, criminal, and tort. Yes. And I'll take every fucking asset. Civil, criminal, and tort. Now, I got served a document purporting to be or resembling a judicial process. Yeah. I got served in the Sequim Public Library. That is not, in fact, a judicial process, is guilty of a misdemeanor. Now, this whole concept of serving somebody something that is not actual judicial process, there are certain processes that are necessary for it to be judicial process. Right. Now, Barratry, every person who brings on his or her own behalf or instigates, incites, or encourages another to bring any false suit at law or in equity in any court of this state with intent. Your intention was, yes, thereby to distress or harass the individual known as the respondent. Now it says defendant in the suit. Yes. You know what I did? Oh, I got Nolo's Encyclopedia of Everyday Law. Oh. They have a glossary in it, and I just read this. Now, respondent, yes, is a term used instead of defendant. Oh. In some states, especially for divorce and other family law cases, to identify the party who is being sued. The respondent is the party being sued. Oh, that would mean that you could use respondent as being synonymous with the with the intent, thereby to distress or harass a respondent in the suit, or who serves or sends any paper or document purporting to be or resembling a judicial process that is not in fact a judicial process is guilty of a misdemeanor. Now, when you're a cop, right, and you're guilty of knowingly serving the respondent what is not judicial process so as to distress and harass the named respondent in the suit, it's a tort law liability. Now we're gonna talk about, NOLO. Now, every attorney, yes, would say, tort law, when asked for the elements of a cause of action in tort, yes, every lawyer will answer duty. It's your duty to enforce barratry laws right now.